Hello and welcome to Cricketnext YouTube channel. I am Vineet Ramakrishnan. Joining me is Sahil Malhotra, and as you can see, this is very late in the day, but our work hasn't stopped, and we are going to bring you a lot of updates. And the final update for the day is the practice sessions for both Chennai Super Kings and Gujarat Titans ahead of the all-important qualifier one. So we witnessed the practice session start at 6:30 in the evening. It's still going on actually. Gujarat Titans are in the wrapping up their practice sessions, but all eyes were on CSK because a certain Thala did make his appearance, a very rare appearance on pre-match day practice session, and Sahil was very closely watching the proceedings there. So let's bring in Sahil here. And Sahil, you mentioned this to me that Dhoni doesn't make appearances on pre-match days, but he did. What was the observation? What were the pointers that you could, take out from that session?
I think intensity was right up there when it comes to Dhoni in the session today. और वो 7 o'clock के around, I think if I'm not wrong, he came out to the field. He was dressed in the batting gear. वो thigh pad वगैरह सब पहना हुआ था, पर pads नहीं पहने हुए थे. And the left knee, the troubling left knee was braced. वहाँ protective brace लगा हुआ था. But he went, he did not go to the nets. वो एक side square area के ऊपर खड़े हुए support staff के member को हाथ में टेनिस रैकेट था, टेनिस बॉल्स थी बहुत सारी, and the support staff member kept hurling those balls at quite some speed from a shorter distance, and Dhoni was kind of just swinging it randomly into the stand. So he was probably working more on his bat speed and the power game. बिकॉज कल दोनों चीज़ों की बहुत ज़रूरत पड़ने वाली है. उसके बाद वो गए मेन नेट्स के अंदर जहाँ शिवम दुबे तो कमाल कर ही रहे थे, लंबा मार रहे थे. शिवम दुबे के साथ उन्होंने थोड़ा टाइम स्पेंड करा. ही स्पेंड अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम विद काशी विश्वनाथ, द CSK CEO. उनके साथ काफ़ी टाइम स्पेंड करा. बैटिंग कर रहे थे, लंबा मार रहे थे. बट ऑल इन ऑल हमारे चेहरे से भी आपको देख के लग रहा होगा ह्यूमिडिटी यहाँ पर बहुत थी यार. 80 टच हुआ था ह्यूमिडिटी का रीडिंग जब मैंने लास्ट देखा था शाम के वक्त, और कल भी 75-77 के बीच में रहने वाला है. सो जडेजा व्हेन ही वाज बैटिंग ही हैड द टाल आउट एंड ऑल द CSK बैटर्स. सो बॉलर्स weren't there, बैटर्स यहाँ पर बहुत थे और प्रैक्टिस चल रहा था. सैंटनर एक मेरे को बॉलर दिखा, स्पिनर्स के अगेंस्ट प्रैक्टिस करना था, कल नूर अहमद और राशिद खान होने वाले हैं. सो ऑल इन ऑल इंटेंसिटी वाज राइट अप देयर एंड स्पिन वाज ऑर्डर ऑफ द डे.
Spin was order of the day, and for Gujarat Titans it was actually the exact opposite because it was quite lighter session. And when I say lighter session, there was no Hardik Pandya, there was no Shubman Gill, there was no Ridhiman Saha, there was no Mohammad Shami, there was no Noor Ahmed also we could spot. So it's a travel day. It was a travel day, so expected that they did not want to exert their main players, at least in this humidity as you mentioned. I mean more towels were out there in the middle rather than balls or bats, because even Shivam Mavi, he was bowling in the nets adjacent to the ground, and I could see, I mean, after every delivery, somebody like Shivam Mavi who comes from the northern part of India, an Indian guy, and he was struggling with the humidity. You can just imagine how players like Josh Little, who was also here, he would have felt. But all in all, it was a very light session. Two players who got an extended session were David Miller and Vijay Shankar. David Miller very specifically was up against the likes of Sai Kishore and Jayant Yadav. Spin, again as you mentioned, spin was the order of the day. Spin would be the order of the day tomorrow as well. So it was more of hitting against the spinners is what David Miller did. There were quite a few some hits and misses at the start, but once when he got his radar right, the balls were going a long way. And as you mentioned, I mean, it's something to negate or to just to prepare themselves for Rashid Khan or Noor Ahmed. The other player was Vijay Shankar, local boy here. I mean, he would know this ground inside out. He also got an extended session. Remember, he regained his full fitness, came back in the last game against RCB, scored a brilliant 53. So on expected lines, he'll probably play. The other local boy, which is Sai Sudarshan, he did not get much of a hit in the center wicket, but at the nets, all eyes were on him. In fact, Ashish Nehra, all the supporting staff of Ashish Nehra, Mithun Manhas and Vikram Solanki, and for a bit while Gary Kirsten was also there in the nets. There was a battery of pacers, as I mentioned earlier, Shivam Mavi, Josh Little. There were a lot of net bowlers as well. Pradeep Sangwan was also there. Bit of back of length deliveries. It was I could notice, that were dished out to Sai Sudarshan. Matthew Wade also was there. So all in all, it was.
But Vineet, one thing which I noticed from the distance up in the press box, Ashish Nehra was pacing up and down,
As usual.
navigating between
As
the
usual.
nets. And then I also saw going to the farther area of the practice nets, which was like outside the main ground.
Yeah.
So what energy is he riding on? Why is no rest day there for Ashish Nehra?
Yeah, I mean, actually, no rest day for Ashish Nehra. And one interesting thing I also noticed was he was also in a very light mood. I mean, generally he is a fun-loving person, so I could spot. He was doing the cameraman's duty. He was taking the camera of the official broadcasters here, clicking photos of Wade and all. Look, energy-wise, Ashish Nehra, you have seen it even on the field. Even on the field, he does not sit at one place for long. So pretty much on those lines, and I think this was a session which was more towards him trying to, give enough. I don't know. I wouldn't say game time in a way, some hitting time for those fringe players, for the second string guys. So all in all, there's not much to read into this. But yeah, one biggest factor here before we wrap this up is the fact that Gujarat Titans, defending champions, they've been in ominous form, near clinical, campaign so far. But this will be the first time they will be playing at the Chepauk at MH Chidambaram Stadium for the first time. So it'll be, big concern for them.
Another concern which would be for CSK right now is that they haven't beaten Gujarat Titans even once. The 3 times these sides have met ever since Gujarat joined the IPL last year, won the title. Gujarat ने तीनों बार हराया है. So बहुत unusual चीजें कल होने वाली है. आज बहुत unusual चीजें दिखी. तो अब इससे पहले हम यूजुअल एंड करें शो का, आई वुड लाइक टू रिमाइंड माय व्यूअर्स टू लाइक, शेयर एंड सब्सक्राइब टू आवर यूट्यूब चैनल क्रिकेट नेक्स्ट. क्लिक ऑन द बेल आइकन. स्टे सब्सक्राइब टू ऑल द अपडेट्स वी आर ब्रिंगिंग टू यू फ्रॉम चेन्नई. आवर caravan will move to Ahmedabad for the eliminator and final, but before that business will begin in a few hours at the Chepauk Stadium. The stands of blue and yellow will be littered with yellow jerseys, and one number is going to dominate them all, and that is number 7. So cricket matlab cricket next. You stay tuned into our YouTube channel. Like, share and subscribe this video. Follow us on all our social media handles on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter, and we will ensure that at least for this game tomorrow you won't miss a ball. So stay tuned. Thank you.